10, Team Supervisor for the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team, the Red Arrows. It's absolutely fantastic to be back in Swansea after a number of years not being here. And of course COVID has played a massive part on our absence from many shows, as well as your own. And it's great to see such a fantastic crowd out on the Swansea race day. My job today is to provide some commentary of what the Royal Air Force is about, what the team is about, and also I'll let you hear some of the transmissions from the aircraft. As I said, as you're all aware, COVID-19 has played a massive part over the last couple of years. We've not been able to display, and these sort of events have been postponed. But it's great to see these sort of events once again, and where we can get amongst and meet all the crowds. We spent 5 weeks in Greece during May, perfecting our display and getting our public display authority to provide to you today a wonderful and dynamic, exciting show. One of the roles of the Red Arrows is to represent the Royal Air Force, which is, as a service, is on duty 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Through our quick reaction typhoons, who are on duty defending the skies alongside our NATO allies against any threats or potential harm that comes to the country and our airspace. Also, the Red Arrows, we promote the global red, white and blue of global Britain across the world. And in 2019, you will have seen the ambitious tour. 3 months they spent in the United States and Canada, once again projecting that global Britain message across Europe, across the United States and Canada, working alongside our ally partners. And last year we displayed in Estonia and Poland, where again we worked alongside our NATO allies. And at the end of the year we displayed in the Middle East at the Expo 2020, once again promoting that global Britain of red, white and blue across the world.
Red
Arrows and the whole force, Royal Air Force, are STEM ambassadors. That means we promote science, technology, engineering and maths, and we often work alongside schools and colleges where we go in and we promote those subjects and address the national shortfall in those subjects in trade and industry across the UK and the world.
It's a little bit breezy. It's a little bit breezy.
In the modern world, the Royal Air Force and the Red Arrows acknowledges that the world is changing, and as such, the Royal Air Force as a whole force is committed to the environmental impact and the way the world is changing.
The cloud is lifting, which is good.
We will radically transform the way we operate, the way we base our aircraft, the way we operate our equipment and the equipment that we buy and procure. And as such, the Royal Air Force has committed to reduce emissions by 2025 and zero emissions by 2020, which is ahead of the national target. The Red Arrows are proud to take the red, white and blue across the world and the UK, showcasing the excellence of the RAF and represent the UK at home and abroad with a world-leading display of the best of global Britain. But of course, the Red Arrows is a military unit, and as such we are commanded by Wing Commander David Montenegro, who's here with me today. He is a former synchro leader and team leader, also a qualified Tornado S3 pilot with operational service and a qualified Carno flying instructor. There are 9 pilots on the team, all having operational experience either on the Tornado S3, Tornado GR4, Harrier or Typhoon. To join the team, each team member must have 1,500 fast jet hours and be assessed as above average in the air.
It'll be here in about 2 minutes.
But of course the Red Arrows is not just about the pilots. We have a squadron of over 100 personnel, and of those personnel we have the Blues. They are engineers, logisticians, suppliers, PR and administration.
Get ready for the noise.
Blues because of the blue overalls that they wear. And within the Blues there is a special select group of 10 personnel known as Circus. And they are the unique individuals and lucky individuals who get to fly in the back of our aircraft in between displays when we cannot take a full complement of engineering support. We have 3 displays that we can do, a full, a rolling and a flat, and that depends on the cloud base. Full requires 5,500 feet, 2,500 feet for a rolling, of 1,000 feet for a flat show. And it is up to the team leader, Red One, who makes that call as he rolls into the display.
This is going to be wonderful.
We are back to our levels of pre-COVID. We are displaying 65 displays this year and over 15 fly pasts. But get yourselves ready for a loud and colourful arrival. Get your cameras ready.
Here we go. Here we go.
For the 2022 Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team, the Red Arrows! Red one brings the formation to the right and they all smoke white. And immediately you can see the formation collapsing into 7 arrow shape. Leading the team this year is squadron leader Tom Bold. He in his second year as the team leader, having previously served as synchro lead in 2017. He's a former Typhoon pilot, qualified flying instructor on the Tucano and the Hawk T-Mark II. As the formation rolls to the left, just to the right-hand side, nearest in is Red 2, Flight Lieutenant Stu Roberts. Stu's in his first year in the team, having previously flown Typhoon with 11 and 12 squadrons at RAF Coningsby. His opposite number on the left-hand side is Red 3, Flight Lieutenant Patrick Kershaw, known as Paddy. Paddy is previous Tornado GR4 pilot and also flown the Typhoon on 11 and 12 squadrons at RAF Coningsby. Smoke comes on as Reds 2, 3, 4 and 5 form a line abreast alongside Red 6. The Red Arrows are based at RAF Scampton, just to the north of Lincoln, which was the home base of the world famous World War II squadron, the Dambusters 617. RAF Scampton will close it in this year and the team will move to RAF Waddington, just to the south of Lincoln. And in tribute to the squadron, its station and its history, as well as at now 617 fly the 5th generation F-35, this is Lightning. As the team come round to the left, on the far right hand side is Red 4, squadron leader John Bond, known as Bondy. Bondy is in his 5th year on the team, and previously served as synchro leader last year, and is a former qualified flying instructor on the Tucano. He was the Tucano display pilot in 2012, and he has operational service on the Typhoon. Reds 4 and 5 smoke as Reds 2, 3, 4 and 5 move along the formation, sit just behind Red 1, with Red 6 and 7 splitting with Red 6 on the right, now sat behind Red 2, and Red 7 on the left hand side behind Red 3. This is all while Red 1 is bending the formation at 3G, making the move even more difficult. Once again, get your cameras for the Phoenix roll. As the formation rolls to the left, you can see the iconic shape of the Hawk aircraft. The Hawk has been in service with the Royal Air Force since 1976 and has been with the Red Arrows since 1979, replacing the Pollard Gnat. Following the closures of 100 Squadron, the Royal Air Force, and 736 Royal Naval Squadron, the Red Arrows are the sole operator of the Hawk T-Mark I in the United Kingdom. Once again, Reds 4 and 5 smoke as they make their way to the rear of the formation. The Royal Air Force is constantly trying to adapt and develop its capabilities and appreciate how the importance of space is in all military operations, that of land, air, sea and cyber domains. The UK Space Command was formed on the 1st of April 2020, and in tribute to the importance of space on those early space missions of the 1960s, with a shape that represents the lunar landing craft, this is Apollo. of the Royal Air Force Red Arrows is éclat, and that means excellence, which means that every personnel on the squadron, from the very top to the bottom, strives for excellence in everything that we can do. We also aware that we are temporary holders of that badge, and therefore we try to leave it in as good a place, if not better, when we leave. You can see the formation is now moved with 6 and 7 up on the front, with 4 and 5 in trail. With one of the crowd's favourites and most dynamic and colourful manoeuvres, representing the combat aircraft no longer in service but was on operations for nearly 40 years. Get your cameras ready for Tornado! Reds 4 and 5 roll go, and a board is called as Reds 4 and 5 roll around the rest formation. Look for the colour change as Red 1 brings the formation to the right, with Red 5 smoking red and Red 4 smoking blue. Red 5 is Flight Lieutenant Dave Simmons going to Simo. He's a previous Tornado pilot. He's also flying the Harrier and the F5 while on exchange with the US Marine Corps. 2022 is an important year for the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth, as Her Majesty the Queen, Queen Elizabeth II, celebrates 70 years on the throne, thereby making her the longest living Queen in history. In celebration of this prestigious Platinum Jubilee, once again get your cameras ready for the colourful Jubilee Presents. As we come to the end of the first half of our show, you'll have seen some graceful formation flying involving 7 aircraft. Formation flying is a core skill of all military pilots, but I think you'll agree that the Red Arrows take it to the next level with some fantastic shapes, formation changes and aerobatics. You'll see that the section has now broken down into 2 smaller sections. You have Reds 1 through 5, known as Enid. They are named after Enid Blyton's famous 5 from the children's series books. And you have Red 6 and 7 synchro pair, led by Red 6, the synchro lead. And in the second half, you will see the synchro pair performing some fast, dynamic and high-speed opposition passes. The aim of the second half is to show the agility of the Hawk and the skill of the pilots, but looking directly to our front, you'll see the nose lights of the aircraft with Enid on top and synchro below. Get your cameras ready for detonator! Synchro prayer breaking away from us with Red 7 smoking red and Red 6 smoking blue. As they pull up to approximately 1,500 feet, they will soon come back round to the display line and dive down to 100 feet with a closing speed of over 700 miles per hour. They'll perform a series of barrel rolls in the double rolls. Front right 45, you'll see Enid formation once again smoking white. As the red comes on, they will form a series of barrel rolls, leaving a snake-like smoke trail in the sky in Python. Enid leave the display. Keep your eyes left and right, looking for the synchro pair, once again returning to the display area. They will once again be at that 100 feet with over 700 miles per hour closing speed. Once again, get your cameras ready for the carousel. Red 6 and 7 now pulling between 4 and 5G to create an opposition pass both at the front and the rear, passing within meters of each other. Once again, Red 7 coming from our right, working hard to create that missed distance with Red 6. Keep looking to your left-hand side, and once again you'll see Enid coming in, smoking white. Reds 2 and 3 smoke red as they roll around Reds 4 and 5. Reds 4 and 5 smoking blue as they roll around Reds 2. And one of the hardest manoeuvres for our new pilots to master each year is rollbacks. To your right hand side once again as the synchro pair come in from the right hand side. Red 6 rolls inverted, and calls for Red 7 to roll around the smoke of Red 6. Smoking red, white and blue is Flight Lieutenant James Turner. Red 7 known as JT.
Upside down.
Third year on the team, having previously flown Typhoon and a qualified flying instructor on the Hawk T Mark 1. Swansea give the synchro pair a massive round of applause. Don't take your eye off the synchro pair as they start bending themselves round to the right, once again pulling 5G. That means everything about them is now weighing 5 times heavier than you and I are where we are on the beach. With Red 7 on trail to Red 6. As Red 6 turns to the left, watch for the blue smoke. And up to your right hand side and you'll see Enid now formed a inverted V, with Red 6 lining up with the rest of the formation for the colourful double goose. Each aircraft is fitted with a smoke pod. That smoke pod is capable of producing 5 minutes of white smoke, 1 minute of blue smoke and 1 minute of red smoke, which means that every display is specially choreographed in order to provide the right colour of smoke at the right time in the display and not run out. However, directly looking to your front again, you'll see the synchro pair's nose lights as they start to pull up. Once again, Swansea, get your cameras ready for another crowd favourite.
The heart, the love heart.
As the red smoke comes on and the synchro split for the favourite, Synchro Heart.
That is big.
Once again, put your hands together for the synchro pair for producing such a wonderful red heart over Swansea Bay. Red 6 and 7 now turning back towards us for their final pass at 100 feet and that closing speed of over 700 miles per hour. as they dive down for a manoeuvre which was named by a viewer of the One Show in 2020. This is Crossbow.
Upside down.
Once again, look directly to your front and you'll see Enid formation as red one smokes red and rolls around the smoke of the rest of the formation, form the infinity symbol in the sky for the infinity break. Swansea, it's been an absolute honour and a pleasure once again to display for you, but please put your hands together for the 2022 Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team, the Red Arrows! On smoke as he gathers the rest of the formation to return back to our operating base today, which is at Exeter Airport. As I say, it's been fantastic to display for you today. If you'd like more information about the Royal Air Force, you can look us up on the internet, raf.mod.gov.uk, and at the same address, /Red Arrows for the Red Arrows. We are also on Facebook, RAF Red Arrows, and Twitter, RAF Red Arrows, if anything you've seen today has inspired you to find some more information or potentially join a career in the Royal Air Force. I'll be around the commentary hut and we're walking back for the next 5 to 10 minutes along with Wing Commander Montenegro. If you'd like to ask any more questions or get a picture, we also have some squadron prints with us today with the special 2022 Platinum Jubilee seal on, and they've all been signed by the pilots for you to buy.